I'm Karen, and this is Addie, and our handprint tells a story. Our family includes me and my husband, Kevin. We also have a 13-year-old son, Julian, and then precious Addie. Our children are 9.5 years apart, so when we got the news that we were having another baby, we were ecstatic. And then to find out that it was a girl was even better, because then we had one of each, which is what most parents want for when they have kids. We were just thrilled. We were so excited to be having a precious girl. I wasn't sure about all the pink stuff, but we slowly jumped into it and dove in head first. May 17th, 2014, I took Addie to her local pediatrician because she had some bruises on her shins that just wouldn't go away. They'd been there a long time. We walked in the door thinking they were going to tell us she was anemic because she was just small. She's always been small. They did some blood tests, and Addie's white blood count was through the roof, off the charts, wouldn't register. So they sent us straight to Duke, and within 24 hours we were diagnosed with leukemia of some form or fashion, and we had to wait a couple days because it was a Saturday for the final results. Monday morning that weekend, Addie was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia and started chemo, had a port put in, had spinal tap, bone marrow aspiration, all kinds of things done that first day. Diagnosis day was hard for us, obviously. I mean, the last thing that you want to hear about your kid is that they have cancer. And sadly, the first thing that crosses your mind is, are they going to make it? Is it going to be, is it treatable? And thankfully, we had an amazing doctor in the ER that day, and the first thing he said to us was, I'm not going to let your child die. She celebrated her 3rd birthday that Friday in the hospital. We have been in treatment for 1 year and 4 months, and we have about 1 year and 2 months to go. She still takes oral chemo at home. She still comes to Duke for spinal taps and chemo once a month. The first 6 months were the worst. They were pretty horrible. And then the last 1.5 years is a little more getting back into life and seeing normal things again. I'm sure that we could have walked into any hospital and gotten great care for our child, but I feel like we were put at Duke on purpose. The treatment that we have gotten here has been amazing. Very quickly, she came to trust and love the doctors and nurses, the child life reps that took care of her, and now she likes coming here now, even with the treatment that she still has to go through. My husband his parents had suffered from cancer and are still living. My mother had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and we watched her walk through that journey. Watching a parent walk through it and watching your young child walk through it is completely different. Cancer has taken on a different role for us. We now look at, when we hear of families being diagnosed with cancer, we send love packages. We try to care for them differently than we did prior to watching a 4-year-old walk through cancer. My parents raised me to be very positive, and thankfully we are. We walk into everything trusting that it will be taken care of, trusting that there's hope on the other side, and we try really hard to find the good in every step. And I think there's a lot of bad, but there's also good in every day. There's always something good. She would smile just enough to give you courage to get through that day. So I would tell other families that get that cancer diagnosis today, first off, find a friend. Ask the child life rep, ask the social rep to hook you up with somebody that's been there, that's maybe a little bit further down the road, and that way they can give you words of encouragement and direction and guidance. If we had just one wish, it would be to end childhood cancer.
I'll be the one to keep you warm. I'll take you in out of the storm. When you can't stand, I'll stand up for